welcome to my channel. You know, it's been a while. I think it's been since November since I did a Ask a Nurse. But I was tutoring some nursing students the other day, and part of that tutoring is teaching them about the legalities of nursing. And so I was on Facebook, and I actually saw this post on one of my friend's Facebook pages, and I said I was going to borrow it. And you know what? This would make a good Ask a Nurse. So here it goes. This is episode number 14. They called it on Facebook a medical hack. But it's not really a medical hack, but I never thought to... Well, let me just go ahead and explain what it says here in case you can't read it. It says, so, your doctor ordered a test or treatment and your insurance company denied it. This is a typical cost-saving method. You know, your insurance company denying it because they're in the business of making money, not having to, shell out money. So, here is some suggestions that you could do. Number 1, call the insurance company and tell them you want to speak with the HIPAA compliance/privacy officer. And this is true. By federal law, they have to have one. Now, I go on to teach the nurses that. Who is the HIPAA compliance officer or privacy officer? That could be any employee of the insurance company. The insurance company also is allowed to outsource this person. So technically it could be somebody in, another country. But, so, call your insurance company and ask to speak to the compliance officer. 2, then ask them the names as well as the credentials of every person accessing your record to make the decision of denial. By law, you have the right to access this information. This is true. You do have the right to access this information. Now, before you freak out, I want to tell you 3 situations that people are allowed to access your chart or access your medical information without you knowing. And one of those access to your medical information is for further treatment, for payment of said, procedure, whatever you're trying to get covered. And also, if you are a patient, like let's say you're a patient in the hospital, people on that wing have the right to access your medical information without you knowing it. Your caregiver can access your information without you knowing it. That could be, your aide, the doctor, whoever's caring for you has the right to access your medical information. Those are the 3 reasons that people are allowed to access your medical information without you knowing it. So, do you have a medical concern or perhaps a question or a situation that you think a retired nurse could help you with? Email me to the email you see on your screen. If you want to be anonymous, please let me know in the email, and I'll see what I can do. Call up your insurance company, ask to speak to the HIPAA compliance or privacy officer, then ask for the names and credentials of everybody who accessed your information. And you could even ask for what purpose. Alright? Because I just told you the 3 reasons you're allowed to access someone's information. So, number 3, they will almost always reverse the decision very shortly rather than admit that the committee is made of low-paid high school graduates looking at credential words, making the medical decision to deny care. Even in the rare case it is made by medical personnel, it is unlikely that it is made by a board-certified doctor in that specialty, and they do not want you to know that. Okay? Now, I don't know if that's true. That's why I wanted to post this information. I don't know whether it's true a high school graduate is making your denial decision. I don't know that. But in light of recent events, you know, the shooter that shot the CEO, right? Terrible, terrible, terrible. Do not get violent thoughts in your head. Of course, you know, many of us won't. But this is something you can do to help your own case. This is the point. This is the point of this video this morning. Number 4, any refusal should be reported to the U.S. Office of Civil Rights, and that is OCR.gov, as a HIPAA violation. So, if they don't let you speak to the HIPAA officer, if they give you trouble accessing your record and getting the names and information and credentials of the people looking at your chart, if they refuse that, report them. Report them to the Office of Civil Rights, and that can be found at OCR.gov. Now, I gotta say, guys, you cannot access this information on behalf of your mother. You cannot access the information on behalf of your son, your daughter. You know, that's not the way it works. It works unless you are the legal guardian of that person, and unless you have legal papers and you have a healthcare proxy. Right? If you have legal papers that say you are in charge of making this person's health decisions, that you are in charge of this person's health. If you do not have that legal paper, and the insurance company will probably want you to email it to them or see it in writing, so, you know, this could be a process. But please, if you are denied health coverage, this, what they're calling a medical hack, go ahead and do this and see what happens. It's good information here, guys, and I just wanted to bring it to you this morning. So God bless you. And for those of you that don't know, because I have a lot of new subscribers, I am a registered nurse by profession. And I also had a certification in legal nurse consulting. I do not practice nursing anymore. My license is retired. But I do still tutor nurses, and this is a good thing for the nurses to know. And while I was tutoring the nurses, I thought I'd bring it to you as well. Alright, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.